Here is the flowchart of Chapter 1 Introduction of Biology of FSC Part 1. In this video, we'll discuss each and every point in a shortest way. First of all, the biology, the study of life. Definition: study of living organism and their relationship with the non-living environment. The word biology is derived from the Greek word bios, which means life, and logos, which means study. The second point is scope of biology. In scope of biology, we see where and how biology study living organism and non-living factors. Living organism, the function of living organism, processes of living organism, and structure of living organism. In non-living factors, how they influence living organism. The biologist, the key focus of biologist, understand how life is work. Very important question is characteristics of living things are highly organized, composed of one or more cells, contain genetic makeup, can acquire and use energy, perform chemical reaction, grow in size, maintain homeostasis, reproduce offspring, and response to environment. The next one is branches of biology. To simplify the study of biology, it is divided into different branches: ecology, environmental relationship; embryology, development of organism; physiology, function of living organism; morphology, structure and form, internal as well as external; histology, study of tissue; paleontology, fossil and evolution history; genetics, heredity and genes; zoography, animal distribution. Modern branches are molecular biology, in which we'll discuss cellular molecules and processes; microbiology, microorganism, micro mean a small one; marine biology, marine ecosystem to study; freshwater biology to study freshwater ecosystem; parasitology, parasites and host; human biology, structure and function of humans; biotechnology, use of biological system for technologies. The important topic about the paper point of view is cellular organization. The basic structural and functional unit of life is cell. After the definition, the second most important point is type of cell. There are two types of cells: prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cell. The characteristics of prokaryotic cells is no true nucleus, DNA is circular and not enclosed in the membrane, in nuclear membrane. Examples are bacteria, cyanobacteria. The second is eukaryotic cell. The characteristics are have a true nucleus enclosed by a nuclear membrane. DNA is linear and organized into chromosomes. Examples are plant, animal, and fungi. Another very important point is level of cellular organization. Like type of cell is two type. Like cellular organization is also two type. Unicellular, in which all the organisms are composed of one cell, perform all essential function of life independently. Example: amoeba, paramecium, bacteria. On the other hand, multicellular organization, like human, composed of many more cells. Cells are specialized and organized into different levels. Then in next slide we'll discuss these all the levels. Level of organization in multicellular organisms, like cellular level, tissue level, organ system level, organism level. In cellular level, individual cell performs specific tasks. Example: muscle cell, nerve cell. The second level is tissue level. Group of similar cells working together to perform a specific function. Example: epithelial tissue, connective tissue. Organ level: group of tissues working together to perform complex functions. Example: heart, lungs, stomach. The fourth one level is organ system level. Group of organs working together to perform a life function. Example: digestive system, respiratory system. Like when we digest the food, we firstly need our mouth to take the food, then esophagus to pass out to the stomach in stomach the food is digested. The next part is small intestine, large intestine. So many organs work together, then make a organ system level. And the second one is respiratory system, in which our nose, our lungs, and other systems have worked together. And in organism level, all the organ systems work together to form organism level, like humans, like plant,